for a shorter stream in the evening. Just gonna go for about 2 hours today. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna be grinding in this entire time, though. I don't think there's any way that we could possibly finish up all the Pokemon that we need to level up. But we'll see. Let me just post it on live. I think we were leveling up Numel and... I forgot the other Pokemon. Spoink? Numel and Spoink. Numel's really close, though. I gotta reset Sapphire again. I did order some, like the USB thing I was talking about earlier today for my computer, so hopefully that'll fix, like, the capture card inputs. Okay. Should be good now. The poison point, though. Another Volbeat's cool. We might hit 100 today, though, because Numel should get the camera up, and then Spoink needs one more level. Well, they both need one more level, actually. King Logan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Did you get the second gym? We beat the second gym. Right now we're just grinding for the third gym. What's up, Bizarre Buddha? How's it going? Cutting to Pokemon and watching you help me out a lot. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Yeah, this stream is going to be a shorter stream, just grinding. Not really too much going on. It'll be live again tomorrow morning, though. Tomorrow morning, I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to do a short stream in the morning. I don't know if I'll stream again at night, and then Friday I'll do a longer stream. I'll start at like 8:30 and go until about like 2 or 2:30 or so, maybe. What's up, Orange? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, usually the night streams are just like bonus streams of extra grinding. They're not the most fun to watch, unfortunately. Although I do plan on streaming Saturday evening, probably. We'll have to see what time. There's a possibility I might stream Saturday afternoon instead, but I think the evening will work better. I don't want to say evening, like I'm British. I never say it like that. How much EXP do we need? 1,200 and then about 600. Okay. Few more battles for cam reps. You're going through Fire Red right now. It's a fun game. How far are you? Chat, I got another comment today that my audio was bad, and it's making me really self-conscious about like my mic setup. Because I got a comment like that on the Coliseum video, and I talked about it on stream, and everyone was like, no, it's fine. And then like I really like tried hard while editing to like make sure it sounded good. And the only points where I thought it didn't sound great was when I was sitting all the way back looking at the whiteboard, because I was significantly farther from my mic than I normally am. So, like, naturally, like, the farther away from a microphone, the worse the audio quality is going to be. There's not really much you can do about that. But, like, when I'm... Hold on. But when I'm, like, sitting in front of it like this, I think it sounds good. I'm in town right now. Just got Flash. All right. Really hit caps lock by accident somewhere. I doubt I'll have to write many notes. Honestly, I have my notes up anyway, but it's probably just going to be like 2 evolutions. That might be it. That's the ASMR type energy, though it's almost too clear. Yeah, I don't know. That's always one thing that like confuses me, I guess, is when I get a comment about something, about there's something wrong with the video, like the audio sounding weird, but of the 1,000 plus comments, there's one person commenting it. So like at that point, it's like, okay, did everybody else just not realize it or ignore the issue, or is there actually just not an issue? Did I miss tackle? I guess I did. Oh! Nummel! Nummel! 99! Oh, camera up! Let's go. So Song of Shadows. I appreciate that. Like, honestly, there's going to be points in my videos where I know the audio is not going to be the best. Like, for example, when I'm doing a Professor Tree segment and I'm sitting 4 feet away from my microphone, like, I can't... It's gonna sound worse. Where's my counter? There we go. 99. Try to learn Rock Slide? You know what? You can learn Rock Slide. There's a chance I use you, actually, against Flannery. It'll be funny. Alright, now... So we still need to level up Spoink a little bit. Like 2 battles. I can take the EXP share from Camrupt. I'm not even sure what else we have in Ruby to level up that's not in the daycare. Also, yeah, Sapphire, you can just kind of chill there. Which gym are you at now? We're preparing for the 3rd gym, but the 3rd gym in this is Flannery, because you can skip Brawly. Alright, Sandra evolves the soonest, so I'll bring you. So, Mr. Sadad, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Right now we're just doing some grinding. I have a lot of Pokemon to level up. This is like the bonus stream, so to say. Where I just get a little bit of extra stuff done in this challenge. It's an incredibly lengthy challenge. But I do enjoy it. Like, I don't know, like, it is... grinding is tedious, right? Don't get me wrong. But it is nice being able to just be like, alright, this is what I have to do. You know? Like, I don't have to, like, really think. I just mindlessly tap A. And that's getting stuff done. Because after stream, I like ate lunch, started working a little bit, and then I just was not in the mood to like think and do stuff because I got an email, a response from Pokemon, and I'm not going to Worlds. And they didn't say why. And I'm a little bummed about that, I won't lie. So if you don't know, like, Pokemon, the other day, they posted, like, what's up, Monster? They posted something about, like, if you're a content creator and you want to go to Worlds, you can apply here and get a creator pass, which is awesome. They did it last year, they did it the year before, maybe they did it the year before that too, I don't know. And this year was the first year that, as a creator, that I was like, you know what, I'm able to go to Worlds, I want to go. And looking at, like, how it was set up last year with the type of creators they let in, I thought I had a really, really good shot of getting in, but no, just didn't get it. They didn't say why. And yeah, it's like makes you really curious as to like who they're going to let in then, you know? Like and they didn't give me a reason, so it's like, what's the reason? It's like, is my channel too small? Maybe. I don't know. Is 200,000 subscribers too small? Like, it could be. Is it like some type of content that I made that they don't like? Like, I don't know. I have no idea, because content that I make isn't really too different in terms of the style as to content that other people they've worked with made. So like I'll just never know. You know, that's what's like the most annoying part. It's like I just won't know. It's like maybe I said something in the past they didn't like, and that's why. But like I no idea. What's up, Gravy? Best one game to start off with in your opinion. I want to start getting into them. Fire Leaf Green's pretty good. Remake of the originals. Pretty easy game too. Especially if you're familiar with the original Pokemon game at all. Can they just come out and say, since it would likely cause an uproar of Nintendo says I'm awful? I don't know. Like, there's just like so many things involved with like how Pokemon handles their creator program that I just don't understand. There's just such little clarity and like no guidelines. Because for most brands, what a lot of people have told me, they're like, oh, it's just basically a popularity contest. If you're a bigger creator, you get in. Which, like, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. You know, at the end of the day, every creator program is just like a marketing thing that these brands do. So I understand why they would do that. But in the case of Pokemon, like, they work with a lot of, like, small creators. Like, a lot. So it's not just, like, a numbers thing, like, oh, if you have the most subscribers, the most followers, you get in. And, like, I can understand to a degree, like, not letting people in who do a lot of modded content or, like, even randomizers, which is technically modded content. But I don't do those. I have in the past, sure. I've done randomizers in the past, but it's been a very long time. And, like, I don't know, everything that came to mind as to why they would have said no to me, because you get 2 Volbeats, by the way, there is somebody else that they currently work with that does the same thing. So, like, I don't know. Like, if it's because I've done randomizers in the past, there's people who they work with now who do randomizers currently. If it's Nuzlocke, same thing. Even if it's, like, modded content, which I've never really messed with, like, fan games or mods much at all. There were people who do that. So it's like, I don't understand. It's like they're putting in a resume to a business and they never actually... It kind of is, but at the same time, it's like... Okay, my resume is equal, if not better, than a significant amount of the people that they work with in terms of, like, just the raw numbers. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk when I say that, but it's like, it would be nice if they could just be like, hey, this is the reason, because you did this, or you said this. Like, what is it? Because if we're going off the numbers or the content, like, a lot of the things I've done is incredibly comparable to people they currently work with. So, like, what did I do? Or what did I not do? Maybe something I didn't do. Like, I don't know. Wait, is Grumpig not evolving? Hello? Don't you evolve at 28? Grumpig, where are you? Oh, it's 32. I don't know why I thought it was 28. How's this egg going, by the way? It will take some time. So it's still not really close. Oh, I guess I haven't really moved around that much. I am just moving around in this one patch of grass. I'm not really traveling too far. So yeah, I most likely won't go to Worlds now. Because, like, if every single person that I'm friends with is going to be in the creator program where they do a bunch of creator stuff, and I can't be involved in that, it's like, why would I go, you know? It's like when you go to, like, a theme park as a kid and you're not tall enough to ride any of the rides. It's like, alright, this is cool, but, like, I can't do anything. You know? It's like... No rare candy, though. How many do we have total? 7 on Ruby. 5 on Sapphire. That sucks. Yeah. Oh, we got the duo. Volbeat and Illumise. I haven't heard of anybody that applied that got accepted though. Every single person that I know of that has a creator pass for Worlds is somebody that has worked with Pokemon in the past. So nobody new that I know of was invited to Worlds, or rather, that applied was given a pass. So like I don't know, like maybe they have really strict rules this year, and they're only accepting like very very big creators. That maybe, I don't know. Maybe they have like a certain amount of YouTubers they want, certain amount of streamers they want, certain amount of TikTokers they want, and they hit the YouTuber threshold already. Like, no idea. No idea. Like, it just would be nice to have like some shred of recognition from Pokemon, because they work with like a lot of creators. But I've never had the opportunity. Like, whether it's being given a World's Pass as a content creator, whether it's just being sent like cards when a new set comes out, or like sometimes they do like Pokemon Go collaborations. Like, no, nothing. And like I've tried reaching out, nothing. I have I guess a manager is the way you can word it, but I have somebody who helps me get like all the sponsorships I do for my YouTube videos, and they manage that. Like, they reached out, nothing, and it's like, what am I to do? Like, how do I get involved? Like, they always do events like in New York City, and I live close. Don't get invited. It's like what is it, you know? Because I feel like the content that I make, it's not anything like that ruffles any feathers. Like, it's not like I'm doing anything controversial. Like, I'm grinding in Pokemon Ruby. Like, you know, this is like the third piece of content in a row where it just involves me just grinding in a vanilla game on actual hardware. Like, what else do you want? You know what I mean? It's like, what is it? Because I don't play Switch games a lot? Like, is that what it is? I play older games? Like, I don't know. Because then they work with people who play a lot of older games too, or play almost exclusively older games like I do. So, like, so many stuff is awesome. I appreciate that. Like, I do think that I do a good job with the content that I make, but it is just very disheartening to receive no recognition whatsoever from the brand that I make content about. Like, especially when I like go to Pokemon events and make content at said Pokemon events, and then I'm being told I can't go as a creator. So it's like, why? Like, why? And I don't know if talking about it makes it better or worse, but honestly, like, I just feel like I'm at a point where like it's just never gonna happen. So like, what do I have to lose? Because I thought maybe my channel wasn't big enough, but then they work with creators with smaller channels. So I thought maybe there was some fiasco a couple years ago with Nuzlocke. We're probably gonna like Nuzlocke. They work with people who do Nuzlocke. I thought maybe it's because I've done ROM hacks in the past. They work with people who do ROM hacks. I thought maybe it was emulators. They work with people who use emulators like very openly. I don't know. Like, I know, okay, like yesterday my video involved some unofficial software. Sure, but there's a lot of creators who use very similar things. So like, I don't get it. I think Centriole's at 22, so that shouldn't be too far along. Or too far away. Like, at first I thought, like, okay, maybe it's like my YouTube channel is pretty big, but my Twitch isn't. But then, like, there's creators that they work with that have a big YouTube channel, or a YouTube channel bigger than mine, smaller than mine, whatever, but then don't do Twitch at all. So like, how could streaming on Twitch be a hindrance if that's the case? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I guess it's like all like PR BS as to why they don't give reasons. Because if they say like, hey, we're not working with you because you did a randomizer, but then they work with 5 other people who have done randomizers, it's like, well, that looks bad. I think Sandshrew might actually end up evolving now before Spoink. One more levels on the Sandshrew. Missed another tackle. Oh, raid hour apparently, Pokemon Go. Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. I didn't realize that. I mean, there's no raids at my house, so I can't get them. But would be cool if I could. I actually registered today for the Pokemon Go tournament at Atlanta Regionals. Because for a while, I was like, you know what? Let me just wait and see. I need to get a competitive team first. And then TCG filled up, so I can't play TCG even though I wanted to. I'm not playing VGC. And I could have just got a spectator pass. I was like, you know what? Screw it. Pokemon Go. We're sending it. We're doing it. I have one competitively viable Pokemon in Go. But I need 5 more in a month. Do you think they'll ever make it easier for new players to get into competitive play? I hope so. I hope so with, what is it called? Pokemon Champions? Is that what it's called? The battle thing that's coming out? Hopefully with that, they make it easier. But VGC is so fun. What's up, Super Nude Luke? There's no way I have time in a month to learn how VGC works and build a team. I've played VGC in the past. It's been a long time since I've played it, though. I also don't want to have to travel with my Switch. It's just too big, you know? Like, I don't want to have to pack that. For Pokemon Go, I just need my phone. Like, I'm bringing that anyway. And also, Pokemon Go is funnier. Like, you just tap the screen and that's it. I'm trying for like a year and I'm still trash. Not only that, just like getting competitively ready Pokemon is a lot. Like in Pokemon Go, I feel like if I sat down in Pokemon Go, right, looked at my storage, looked at my candy, my starters, whatever, I feel like I could get a few more competitively ready Pokemon. But I'm stubborn and want certain Pokemon. Like I want a Fortress and I want a Feraligatr and I don't know what else I want besides that. But I already have a Skeleturge. Feraligatr I should have no problem getting because that's going to be in a community day next weekend. Fortress, like, Pineco spawn all over my area, so I have a lot of candies for that. And then I need 3 more Pokemon, and I don't know what they're going to be. I kind of want to bring something completely out of left field that makes everybody be like, what? Like, why are you bringing this? But I don't know what that is. Oh, I want a Jumpluff, too. So, Jumpluff's one of my favorite Pokemon. So I want to bring one of those. And then I don't know what else. Apparently Lapras is OP. Maybe I'll bring a Lapras. Do I have a Lapras in Pokemon Go? Let me check. I feel like I do. I do. I have an event Lapras. It's wearing a bow tie. It's terrible. It has no HP. It's from GoFest of this past year. Darn. Move my mic around a bit. You have nearby to trade, don't you? For Pokemon Go, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was totally off my Pokemon. I appreciate that, Shadows. I'm pretty sure you have to be, like, it has to be locally only. Volbeat. Yo, is Volbeat competitively viable in Pokemon Go? If it is, I will use one. I'm gonna look this up. Because there's a website that has, like, PvP rankings of, like, each Pokemon. For Great League, that's the league that regionals are played in. So, like, the best Pokemon is Mandibuzz, then Clodsire, then Lapras. What's Volbeat ranked? Oh, Volbeat sucks. Volbeat's ranked 931 out of, like, what, 1,000 and something Pokemon. What's the worst Pokemon? You know what's crazy? That means Volbeat is worse than a lot of Pokemon that aren't even fully evolved. That's wild. Volbeat's terrible. Oh, apparently Slacking is the worst, then Mienfu's second worst. You know what's really funny? Unknown, or Spoink, is considered the 4th worst Pokemon, but Grumpig is in, like, the top 10, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Grumpig's number 7. That's really funny. And for some reason, Sneasel is banned. I don't know why. Use the Clodsire, Jumpluff, and Quagsire. Wait, do you, like, actually play Great League, Shadows? Because I want to use a Jumpluff, too. Jumpluff's really good. Quagsire I might use, because every time I see a Wooper or Paldean Wooper, I just catch it. So I'll get either Clodsire or Quagsire. I was reading something about Pokemon Go PvP, and, like, apparently it's good to have 2 Pokemon of the same weakness than 1 Pokemon that covers that weakness. So, like, the example they were giving was, like, 2 water types, and then something that's immune to electric. So, like, for Alligator, what was it? I think it was for Alligator, Lapras, Clodsire is what they were saying. Is, like, the meta. I don't know, dude. I want to bring my Skeletors because it's shiny. And then I want to bring a for Alligator because I can get a shiny one on Community Day. So I'm going to have 2 shinies, which is cool. Did for a short time, Jumpluff with Air Slash, I think, has been amazing. Hell yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. Runs loose dirty and builds up the charge attack quickly. Yeah, so from what I hear about Great League is attack stat doesn't really matter. What matters is just, like, endurance and being bulky. You're just, like, staying on the field for as long as possible, because then you get more charge attacks. Zelia. Rare candy. I want a Volbeat. I like Volbeat. Back to back Volbeats. Okay, Sandshrews 2 levels off evolving. Spoink is 1? Is Spoink 32? I don't even know anymore, dude. I keep mixing it up. Where the heck is Spoink? 32, yeah, okay. I kind of forgot about rare candies too, though. So we might have to use those for some of the Pokemon. I'll check what's in the daycare after this too, and like what level they are. Wait, I have two sentries in the PC. Right here, what? What's up, Great Scotty? Thanks for the raid. How are you, dude? Welcome, welcome. Right now I'm doing a Professor Oak's challenge on Ruby and Sapphire version, which is pretty cool. I just realized I've been grinding up the wrong Sandshrew by accident. Oh well. So it's slightly slower this way. But I'm already close enough. So it's fine. Professor Oak's challenge is going well. Lots of grinding. And playing 2 games at once is a little confusing. But it works, you know? It's a PRM. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this stream is a pretty boring one. We're just grinding. That's it. That's one of the downsides of a Professor Oak's challenge. There's a ton of grinding. If you don't know what one is, basically you have to complete every Pokedex entry possible before getting the next gym badge. So right now, for example, before we get our 3rd gym badge, we have to level up our Sandshrew into Sandslash, our Spoink to Grumpig, Slugma to Macargo, stuff like that. It's not boring if you're here. Thank you, Super Nerd Luke. I also have a lot of Zigzagoons in my party because they have the pickup ability and they can pick up rare candies, which help with grinding. Thank you, Dragonite 20 Tie, for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you, TPRM, for the follow. What's up, Token Native? Thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I think after every battle, each individual Zigzagoon has a 10% chance of picking up an item. And then of those items, there's a 10% chance of that being a rare candy. So I try to check after every like 2 battles or so. Although sometimes I get poison pointed by the Roselias, which is not fun. And if you're wondering how I am playing 2 games at once with 1 controller, I have a wireless Wavebird GameCube controller, and then 2 GameCubes right there you can kind of see. With the receiver in each set to the same channel, so it controls both at once. And then I have separate controllers plugged in to control each individual one if I need to. So that way I can like switch the scene, go to like Ruby only, Sapphire only, stuff like that. I would like to find a shiny Pokemon here too. That would be fun. Because we run into quite a lot of wild Pokemon by doing this. And if I go to save my game, okay, Sandshrews 1 level off evolving. If I go to save my game, you'll see that I have 35 hours. Yeah. No shinies. I have to hatch this Wynut egg too. I also want to see how much EXP our guys need. So we got Sandshrew needs 1200, Spoink needs about 500. Okay. So Spoink should level up after this next couple of battles here. Oh, somebody got moo-butted. Yeah, no links in chat, unfortunately. A lot of the times, there's like a lot of spam bots that post malicious links, so I just disable links entirely. Although sometimes if you make a typo, it counts that as a link. Like if you put a period in between two words with no spaces, sometimes Moobot picks it up as a link. So try not to do that if you could. It is a little annoying that it does that, but that's just the way it is. So people post links. But I don't know if you heard what I was just saying. Unfortunately, on Twitch, there's a lot of bot accounts and a lot of spam that just post links. So it's a lot easier to just disable links entirely than have to deal with just banning people or banning the bots who post links. Because it happens more often than you would think. It gets filtered out of the chat automatically because of the way I have it set up. But I'd rather just not deal with it. You also have some people who just join the stream. They're like, hey, check out my stream. And they post their stream. Like, I'd rather not have somebody post a malicious link in my chat, you know? Better to slightly convince people than get people hacked. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Okay, Spoink is 32. Pokemon 100 is Grumpig. Well, I hope it moving to triple digits doesn't, like, mess anything up. Does that look terrible now? That does look pretty terrible. I have to move that over. There you go. That's better. So I have to fix it here as well. Wait. 32 pixels over. And then what about here? Maybe just a little bit there. There we go. Triple digits. Okay, so now I need the EXP share. And then I need this item. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so we have to trade the Grumpig over to get the Dex Entry and Ruby. So let me just fix my PC stuff here. Okay, so I need the black controller. Grumpig is going to be traded. What's in the daycare here? I think I have Sandshrew, but Sandshrew is being leveled up in Ruby, so I don't need that Sandshrew. I need the Coughing. Okay, that's the right Coughing. So we're going to give it an EXP share here. And then I have nothing else to level up in this game. I'm going to trade the Why Not Egg over once it hatches. I have to trade the Grumpig, but I can wait on that. What do I have in the daycare here? Slugma and something else? Grammar and Slugma. Okay. I might have to take out one of the daycare and trade it to Sapphire. Potentially. We should get to 101 this stream at least, which is going to be the exact halfway point. That's a cool little milestone. Thank you, Alcanola, for the follow. Appreciate it. How are you? There's Sandshrew level 22. Pokemon number 101. Thank you, Seiji Slayer, for following. Appreciate it. How are you? Halfway there, exactly. I do think that the second half is going to be much quicker than the first half. Okay, so now let me take the EXP share from you. I guess Sapphire can stay there. I don't need to move in Sapphire right now. Actually, what I should do is I should check items on both, though. Rare Candy, let's go. Rare Candy, let's go. Triple Rare Candy? No. 2 Rare Candy is really good, though. So back in Nola, I'm just doing a Professor Oak's challenge. Very grindy challenge, trying to get every single possible Pokemon we can before each gym badge. So right now we're focusing on leveling up Pokemon before we move on. Alright, so I can put you away, and I guess I'll bring out the Swablu. Let me just make sure this is the right one. This is the wrong one. No, the Swablu has to be traded over. Okay, so I'm going to trade over the Swablu. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me get over to the Pokemon Center in Sapphire. Howdy here, just watch a Coliseum video. I'm going to start later tonight for the Leaf Green, Fire Red, and Emerald deck completion. Ooh. Yeah, that's a lengthy process. I'm trying to do something similar as well. Alright, so I gotta trade Grumpig over for the Dex entry in Ruby. Oh wait, Ruby's not in the Pokemon Center in the daycare. I don't know why I'm just walking. I can run. Let me get the double controller now. Okay, so Grumpig for Swablu. And then we'll just put Swablu in the PC and Sapphire until we need to level it up. You also played the Japanese Coliseum as well for the Celebi. I have the disc. It's just hard to understand Japanese. I haven't. I don't have the Japanese disc. However, there's a local video game convention near me, and last year when I went, somebody there had the disc, and I got the Celebi. So I have a Celebi in my Emerald version. That's like 10. It's like legit because it was sent to an English game. And they used some action replay code to allow that. I don't know. Maybe this year, if they have an actual Japanese disc and I bring my Japanese copy, I get like a fully legit one. And then I have Deoxys as well from the same events. Like they reran the events. Although to be fair, right, when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, I got the event Toys R Us Mew in 2006 in Emerald. Legit, right? Fully legit from Nintendo. Then I went to the Deoxys event, okay? I went there to get Deoxys, and I somehow messed it up. And I realized it while we were walking away. So I told my mom, and we went back. And you're not going to believe this. I somehow messed it up again. But I was too embarrassed to tell my mom that we should go back, that I never got Deoxys. So technically, I attended the event. Right? Like... Alright. So Swablu, you're going to be leveled up pretty soon. Grumpig, I don't need you anymore, buddy. Thank you for the Pokedex entry. I guess I'll put you here. And I'll start working I'll work with box 14 being like my setup box, so to say. How do you mess up the event? Good question. I don't know. I think the first time I turned my game off too soon. Possibly. Actually, pro gamer strat. Wait, no, I need... What am I talking about? Why do I have 5 eggs? Or 4 goons? I need a Pokemon. I need to go to the daycare and get something out. And then this game has the coughing. Okay. The only event I ever caught is the Shiny Rayquaza and Scarlet and Violet. What's up, PB Jackson? Kids these days won't experience Pokemon events? Dude, don't get me started. Pokemon events were like the most hype thing ever. To this day, I still love event Pokemon. I think they're so cool. But they just don't do them like they used to. Now it's like, here's the Shiny Rayquaza. Just take it. Just take it and leave. Download it from your house. You don't gotta go to GameStop or something. Just download it. And it's like, okay, thanks, I guess. What evolves sooner, Grimer or Slugma? I think it's Grimer. They're the same level, actually. I'll take Slugma, because it's funnier. There's nothing there too. I mean, if you are to the country, you can't go out. That is fair. Yeah. That is very, very fair. I'm just old and a boomer. Hold on. I don't know why I'm having trouble here. I'm gonna do this one controller at a time. So you go up here. Egg goes down here. You get an EXP share. And then I check my dex. 101. That's okay, that's right. Yeah. Cool. And now we go back to grinding. After I save the game. I remember going to the 10th anniversary Journey Across America tour. And like at that point, the newest Pokemon game was Emerald version. And I remember you had to wait in line for event Pokemon. And like connect your Game Boy up or connect your cartridge up to something. And then I remember once Diamond and Pearl came out and they allowed events to be like distributed locally as long as you were in the area wirelessly. Events were a lot easier to handle. You just like showed up to a place, downloaded the Pokemon. That's it. I remember when I was a little older and Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out and were the newest games, there were some events at GameStop for, let me use this. There's some events at GameStop to get the shiny legendary dogs from Johto. And I remember I was too embarrassed to go into the GameStop that my mom was able to park right outside and I was able to get the event Pokemon. I also realized I used a full heal on the wrong Pokemon. But yeah, it's funny how, like, when I was little, I used to be, like, embarrassed by Pokemon, and now Pokemon's cool, and I get to play it as my job, except, the Pokemon company just refuses to acknowledge me, because I'm not good enough to them, apparently, which makes me sad. I'm still harping on that. I know, I'm sorry. I was just, like, super, super bummed about it. It's like, ugh. I've always wanted to go to Worlds. I've always wanted to be acknowledged Pokemon as a creator, and, now I can't do neither of those things. But my Blaziken can get poison pointed. Missed all events in DP because I didn't know what Mr. Gift was. Yeah. I remember some Toys R Us events even from Gen 5. I never went to them though because again, I was like older. I thought I was too cool. Or not that I thought that was too cool. I was older and embarrassed at people seeing me play Pokemon. How am I messing up this poison? Am I using I'm using full heal on in the wrong game. Every time. There we go. First event was actually Celebi in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Mine was a Flygon in Sapphire version. So I can actually check Cerebi when the exact date of this was because they have it cataloged. But at the Pokemon Center in New York City, which is now Nintendo Store, they used to run like, I think every week or every month, they would change out the event Pokemon they gave out. And it was like a random Pokemon. In my case, it was a Flygon. And I remember I got it in my Sapphire version, and I got it shortly after I had lost my Ruby version with my Game Boy SP. Which I think might have been stolen. So, like, that was a special Pokemon, because it's like, you know, I lost my game, and then now I get this cool new Pokemon in Sapphire. Mega's made Pokemon popular again. I do feel like there was a big boost in popularity with X and Y, for sure. I think X and Y was a big boost, and then I think Go was a big boost, of course, as well. But then I think this, like, the move to the Switch was big as well. And I think it's because it's a home console. X and Y is the beginning of modern Pokemon. Yeah, I would agree with that. The move to 3D. It's so weird, though, because X and Y came out 12 years ago. Like, that's crazy. And 12 years before X and Y was Pokemon Crystal. Like, blows my mind. I feel like pretty soon modern Pokemon is going to be considered Let's Go Eevee. Like anything that released after that. What's up, Rival Lobster? Thanks for the follow. Because the 3DS is getting old. Like the last new Pokemon game on 3DS was released 7 years ago. If home console Pokemon was what made Pokemon popular, then why were Cosmo and Xenon as popular? Because they weren't main series. I think that's why. And also because the GameCube didn't sell that well. Don't feel as old until someone actual age, as someone says Pokemon Crystal came out 24 years ago. Yep. I remember getting Pokemon Crystal for my birthday. From my grandpa. I have that exact copy behind me. That exact copy was used in my recent video. That's the copy that Blastoise went through. It's like the Pokemon cards in old games are my retirement plan. Dude, I mean, at this rate, like, Pokemon Emerald, you know, the North American version goes for like $200. Like, at this rate, like, in 10 years, how much will that be worth? Who knows? Pokemon Box, too. Like, I think in 2019, Pokemon Box was about $500, which is still very expensive for a GameCube game. It's currently $2,000. Like, how much is that going to be worth in 10 years? Who knows? I do think there might be a time, though, in the future where video games aren't looked at as that sought after, if that makes any sense. Because for the longest time, old video games were cheap because they were old video games and people just assumed they were outdated and the newer stuff was better. And then now, lately, people have come around to appreciating the older games more. But I think a time will come where people like kind of just like stop caring about retro games. I think it'll kind of like, you know, be like this, up and down. If you watch older YouTube videos from like pre-2016 probably, of like retro games and stuff, you see people talking about them like, oh man, this game's so cheap, I got it for $10, and now that same game would go for a minimum like $100. I remember getting a copy of Ruby, not the one that I'm playing right now, the one that I used for the video yesterday, actually. That same copy of Ruby, I remember getting it in 2017 at a local game store that had just opened around the same time for $30. Now, same store has them for $100. Which is like incredible. I know like next year's the 30th anniversary for Pokemon. Maybe they'll do something special and re-release old games. My dream, and I know they would never do this, but my dream is they just re-release like the actual physical cartridges with like a special stamp on them or something to indicate that they're like the new version. That would be awesome. They won't do that though. If anything, maybe they'll do like a collection on the Switch or Switch 2 of like the first 3 gens or something. I don't know, but I don't think they'll just re-release cartridges like that. I also want to write in my notes that we're halfway there. There's a Switch uses a lot of batteries super quickly. I usually play mine docked, so I haven't noticed that. But it's definitely quicker compared to like a Nintendo DS or a Game Boy Advance SP, from what I remember. Whenever my Switch is undocked now, it makes a really loud noise. Like the fans are spinning like crazy or something. That happened on your Switch? Happened to me twice lately. It happened to me in the video that I uploaded yesterday, and it also happened to me sometime yesterday. It was the fan. I had to take it to a game store and they replaced it for $40. Dang, that's crazy. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? I don't care. I'll deal with it. I'll wait for the Switch 2. I'm really excited for the Switch 2. I've never got, with the exception of the PS Vita, I've never got a console on release day. Never got a big console on release day. How about that? Like, the Switch 2 is gonna be like, it's gonna be big. It's gonna have a big release day for sure. And who knows, maybe Nintendo will think I'm cool. Even though Pokemon Company doesn't think I'm cool, and they'll let me, like, try it early or something. Who knows? I got my Switch a few months after it came out. I remember it was a little hard to find. It was, like, sold out everywhere. And then they had it in stock on Amazon. Maybe this maybe like July after it came out. I think it came out in March of 2017. And I saw it in stock on Amazon. I'm like, yep, I'll just get it. That's the only time I ever ordered a new console online, I think. And I only did it because, like, that's the only place I could get it from. I don't like buying big things like that online. Especially like a video game console. I don't want it to get ruined in the mail. Poison point. It's the bane of my grinding. Mention any release titles for the Switch 2? I don't think so. I think we just know it's coming out this year, and like that's it. Dang, Swampbird's level 50. It's wild. You can't transfer Ninkata to BDSP, right? I didn't know that. Ninkata and Spinda can't be traded. I wonder... Okay, Spinda I can kind of understand. Like, maybe it's like all the different forms. But why Ninkata? I feel like I remember hearing that about Spinda. Like they didn't want to code in every single form or whatever. But Ninkata, I have no idea. Is it something to do with Shedinja? Like, can you level it up in home, and maybe they weren't able to make it so that Shedinja appeared, or Shedinja just like glitched the game out? Like, I don't know. Had to do with the evolution method? I don't get it though. Like, why? I think I might just end stream early after this encounter. Not gonna lie, Chad, I'm not super feeling it today. Well, I was earlier today, but then I got an email from TPCI that basically said, we don't like you. And now I'm not feeling it. So, it is what it is. I'm trying to think how many more Pokemon we have. I'll just do like a quick check. So who's in the daycare? Okay, Sandshrew doesn't count. So we have to level up Grimer. So it's Grimer, Swablu, Coughing, and then the Wynot. So not too bad. Coughing and Slugma are pretty high evolutions though. They're both at 38. Alright. I'm just gonna save the game here, chat. I'll be live tomorrow morning. We'll start between 8:30 a.m. and 9 EST. Tomorrow is gonna be a shorter stream. I'll just go until lunchtime or whatever. So like 3 to 4 hours. Probably won't stream at night tomorrow. And then Friday I plan on having a long stream. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for the follow, Vinny Patterson. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.